Hi lovelies, for today's tutorial I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to cut and sew this stylish flare dress. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. Now to cut this dress, I'll be cutting it with this fabric. So for this dress you need about 3 yards of material. So now what I did was to fold my fabric into two. You're going to fold your fabric into two like you see me do here. So I have an opening on this side, right? So what I'll do now is I'll just go ahead to use my pin to secure the edge before we go ahead to fold out the dress. For this dress, you're going to cut it in form of a flea. So after folding out, what you do is you fold it this way, like you're folding your triangle when you're making your flea dress. After you're done folding it out, you're going to use your pin to secure it to avoid this shifting when you're cutting out the dress. What you're going to do is to take your shoulder measurement. Now my shoulder is 14 inches divided by 2, it will give me 7. So I'll add ½ inch to it, right? Because I'll be turning the upper part of my dress with facing. So I'm just going to mark out that line. Now when you're placing it, please do not place it straight, slant it a bit just like you see mine, right? So when you mark that shoulder, you're going to come down by 1 inch from that point, right? Then mark your basic neckline of 3 inches. After that, I'll be cutting the depth of the back neckline, which is 3 by 1 inch. The depth is 1 inch, the width is 3 inches. Now let's find the chest line or the armhole line. To get this is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now whatever you get, you make a straight mark there. Next, you're going to place your ruler and draw out a straight line at that point. Sorry, my chalk marks are faint. This is probably because the material is too colorful. Now divide what you have into 2, come in by ½ inch. Now place your tape here. You want to mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and then add ½ inch to your measurement, right? So that the bust area will not be too tight on the dress. So this is what I have here, my bust circumference divided by 4. And I'll add extra ½ inch for ease. After that, you now add 1 inch for your sewing allowance. I'll just go ahead to connect from here all the way to the armhole, creating my armhole curve. After marking your bust measurement with ease with ½ inch, then you add 1 inch for your stitching allowance. From that 1 inch you added, now you take it down. So first, let's go ahead to take the first length. You know there are 2 layers. The first one is the full gown, and then the other one is the short layer that is attached to the lower part. So for me, the first part is 28.5 inches, which I'll go ahead to mark. The extra ½ inches I added is for joining allowance to the lower part of this dress. So that means the length is 28 plus extra ½ inch for joining allowance. So after marking that, I will just go ahead and I will connect this all the way to the end of my pattern. Sorry, to the end of my fabric. So from here now, you extend it in form of a flare all the way to the lower part. Now the next step is to cut out. So while cutting this out, add ½ inch on top, which will serve as a joining allowance. I'm cutting both the front and the back together. After cutting it, I'm going to separate the front. So for this back neckline now, I used 3 by 1 inch, but when I was making this dress, I felt it was going to be too tight on the neckline at the back, so I extended the back neckline to 3 inches by 1.5. Now after cutting here, let's go ahead to cut out the sides. So I'll go ahead to cut this out. After cutting it, I will separate the front from the back pattern, right? After separating it, cut out the front neckline. So the next step is to mark where your pocket is going to be. You can use your waistline or come up a bit. So notch it so that you know where your neckline will start. So I went ahead to separate it. So for the depth of the front neckline, use 3 inches by 3. Then you're going to extend the depth of the V to 3 or 3.5 inches. But if you're making this, I felt like the 3 inches is not enough. Use 3 inches by 3.5. The depth should be 3.5. Then for the depth of your round V, this V area now should be about 3.5 inches. Just cut it open, right? So we are going to use our lining to turn it, or if you have enough fabric, you're going to use the same fabric to serve as the facing. So for the lining of my dress, I went ahead to cut out what I need for this dress. I used my lining to cut the facing, which I'll go ahead to weave out. So when I'm making this dress, just like you're seeing here, I want my lining to be slightly underneath my armhole, right? So that I can easily turn the armhole of the dress. That is the main reason why we added 1/2 inch towards the armhole of the dress. So after you're done placing, I'll cut out the neckline, the shoulder, and round the armhole. You also want to go ahead to pin this to avoid it shifting when cutting out. So this is for the back. Now what you do is you're going to spread this open, that is, place the facing and stitch only the neckline. For the front, you want to readjust the neckline of the facing. This is the lining or material you're using for facing. Stitch the neckline. We're going to follow the shape of the round and V at the front part. So for the front, you stitch the armhole and the sides also, right? You stitch it, but for the back, just only stitching the neckline. Now when I was sewing this front neckline, you notice I did not cut open the lining. Now this is when you cut it open, right, to match that slit. This is because I don't want it to shift. I want the lining to serve as a guide that will hold the main fabric together. So just notch the armhole, the neckline area, and then flip it to the right side. So after I'm done turning to the right side, this is what I have. I will notch the back neckline. So now we're going to use the back neckline to turn the shoulder. Now what you will do is go ahead to get the back shoulder, place it together with the front, and then flip it. That is, you're placing the front shoulder in between the shoulder of the back. Then when you do that, you're going to stitch it with 1/2 inch. Now you will have an excess of 1/2 inch by the back shoulder, or back armhole rather. Then you stitch the armhole, then stitch the side, right? So you are going to repeat this on the other side. So let me take it through again. Place the shoulder of the front neckline, which you have turned the armhole area, place it in between, stitch the shoulder part, stitch the armhole, and stitch the sides. You're going to repeat this for both sides of your dress. So this is what I have. The next step is to attach your pocket to the side. So remember we notched where we attach our pocket. So what I have here is 10 by 7 inches. I will slit here open and go ahead to create like a small curve at the edge. So after cutting it out, this is what I have, right? So I'm going to go ahead to open this up. Now I'm going to place my pocket starting from that notch, and I'm going to place and stitch with 1/2 inch. Then I'll also go ahead to place also here, stitch with 1/2 inch, right side facing right side. Now after placing that and stitching with 1/2 inch, what I will do is to go ahead to now join my dress. I'll start stitching with 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch to the pocket, round the pocket, and to the lower side. I'll also repeat the same thing here. I'll go ahead to stitch it. Then after that, we'll be cutting out what I'll add to the lower part. Now to the lower part of this dress, I'll add extra 10 inches to it. Then I'll add 1/2 inch for joining allowance, giving me 10.5. Before cutting out what you add, go ahead to take the round measurement of the lower part. For me, what I had was 108. So while cutting, I cut 109 by 10.5 inches. You notice there's no gathering at the lower part. All you just have to do is just join this as one piece. So after joining it, I will show you the final result. So after I was done stitching, this is what I have. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'll go ahead to put it on my mannequin because I finished a bit late. So I'm just going to display it on my mannequin. So this is what the dress looks like on my mannequin, although my mannequin is bigger than my body size. So I finished a bit late, so I could not fit the dress. So this is what it looks like on my mannequin, although the mannequin is a bit bigger than my body, right? So if you have any question, go ahead to ask.